Just about every big tech company at the beginning of 2024 has been laying people off. Sony, PlayStation just happens to be the most recent. And well, this one, if you've been paying attention to things for a while, it's not going to be all that surprising because PlayStation laying off 900 people. That's a lot. And closing down London studios entirely. I think London studios very famously, well, I guess infamously in this position, I'm not talking about Insomniac's prior good output, but no. I think they put out, the Order 1886? That tech demo? 6-hour tech demo? I might be over-exaggerating. 4 or 5 hour tech demo, but what had they been working on recently? That's interesting, but let's take a look at the rest of this. Sony Interactive Entertainment is laying off around 900 workers, 8% of the company. Outgoing president and CEO Jim Ryan said in a news release published on Tuesday, employees from all regions, North America, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Japan, and Asia Pacific are impacted by the cuts. I would just like to know where a majority of those cuts are going to be. I would imagine North America, Europe. I don't know which Middle Eastern PlayStation studios are out there, but who knows? But the Japan ones, they seem to be a little bit more profitable with some of their output, or at least some of their ancillary output, but okay. London Studios, the in-house team that created the SingStar series. Oh wow, haven't heard from them since PS2 era. Holy. Will close entirely, Ryan said. It is also revealed that Naughty Dog, oh goody, Insomniac Games and Guerrilla Games will see layoffs. 3 of their biggest second-party studios, and Naughty Dog, when the hell, wasn't it 2020 the last time they put out anything? And most recently, their big announcement. Yeah, we had been looking at doing like another Last of Us 2. Okay, like we're going to be doing the multiplayer stuff, reintegrating it in. But yeah, actually, we're just going to can it. Happy Pride Diversity Day whenever they made their announcements. And then Insomniac Games. Oh, right, yeah. How well did Spider-Man 2 do? Oh, yeah, right. We're cutting jobs. Fantastic. And Guerrilla Games. Horizon Roundhead Dawn. Very interesting. These are incredibly talented people. Yes, they're so talented they've become superfluous to our company. I love to see it. Who have been a part of our success, and we are very grateful for their contributions. Now we wish them best in their future endeavors. However, the industry has changed immensely. Yeah, we went from being a place where we could make money hand over fist to now we're losing money hand over fist, and we're starting to wonder, wow, what's with all this bloat everywhere? Okay, what's with all these middle management positions, consultancy firms dominating the biz? Like, can we go ahead and can we work on this stuff? Can we fix this real quick? Okay, before the entire thing collapses, a la 1986. Okay, can we go ahead and try to avoid that as best as possible? Insulate us from the rest of the Western AAA market completely and totally collapsing. Can we deal with this? Okay. However, need to deliver on expectations from developers and gamers to continue to propel future technology in gaming. So we took a step back to ensure that we set up to continue bringing the best gamer experience to the community. Impacted employees from the United States will be notified on Tuesday. I haven't heard anything of this so far. UK labor laws require companies to enter a period of consultations before layoffs are made final, blah, blah, blah. Don't really care about that. But yeah, man, a lot of people. Okay, PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst. Okay, so an update, posted an additional update that confirms layoffs in Insomniac, Naughty Dog, Guerrilla, and in the technology, creative, and support divisions. Well, that's fantastic. There's a list of the people, and there's the note that they sent out there. But yeah, man, PlayStation, Sony just joins the ever-growing list of layoffs in a big tech. But one company that has a huge release on the horizon. We're not talking about Zero Dawn. We're not talking about Frozen West. We're not talking about Alloy's food bill. No. We can talk Rockstar. We can talk about the incredibly anticipated for some people. It's probably not going to be one that I buy on release. I'll just wait for the PC port to be deeply discounted unless I hear like tremendous things about it. But Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto 6 is supposed to come out sometime in 2025. I don't know if we're going to hit that 2025, but that's going to mark a full 12 years between GTA 5 and GTA 6, mostly because they know that GTA 5 continues to print money like they're a part of the Biden administration. So if they fumble the bag for GTA 6, it's going to be a big problem. So right now, we've been getting some information that might be nearing the end of the development cycle. And well, you'd think that people would be counting their lucky stars that they're going to have the opportunity to work on where it sits right now, the biggest video game of all time. But no, they're just bitching, moaning, whining, and complaining because, of course, GTA 6 developers hit out at Rockstar for broken promises over crunching. Guys, why are you being so mean? Why are you asking us to, let me check my notes real quick, come back to the office to work on a video game? I've got so many problems with this because that's basically what they're complaining about. You promised that you wouldn't make us crunch anymore. It's like, no, we're asking you to come back to the office to work as a team because we're here on a united mission. And I think these studios, like many others that have been out there over the past year or so, are starting to realize that there's a lot of bloat. There's a lot of unnecessary hirings that we've made during the previous time where everybody was locked in their house for multiple years on end and had nothing better to do. No better way to spend their excess time but to simply escape in a video game. Starting to realize that, the rest of the industry is burning down around us because they also adhered to these terrible policies, but because because Take-Two has kind of insulated themselves well by making a hell of a lot of money in the previous years, they can at least assess the situation for what it is and go, we got a problem. And if you don't like it, off, because the rest of the industry is laying people off. But Rockstar right now is building up to something huge. They need all hands on deck, but these entitled developers don't want anything to be a part of this. It also harkens back to, remember when Elon Musk bought Twitter at the tail end of 2022 and gutted the place? And ever since, the platform, you can like it or dislike it for a multitude of reasons, but the performance of it, outside of a couple of hiccups, didn't really change all that much. And the problems that have come over the top are just simple diversity hires, Linda Yaccarino. But when Elon Musk came in with the edict, either you can leave, get a severance package, or if you want to work, hey man, company coolers, no, they're stocked to the teeth with as many energy drinks as you want. So work for as long as you want, however hard you want. But if you want to be banging away at keyboards, we've got a job for you. And then immediately in the aftermath got threatened with a class action lawsuit because a majority of the people that ended up leaving the company were women. Very strange how that stuff works out, but that's what we're dealing with over here at Rockstar. For years, Grand Theft Auto fans were left to search for clues and listen to many a fake leak about GTA 6. Take-Two remained silent about their plans for the highly anticipated game. A few big leaks turned out to be real. September 2022, yes, hundreds of development videos surfaced showing off some new mechanics and the main characters, Lucia and Jason, which ended up being true. And that also ties back into why they want everybody to come back in, work on the project in-house, because you had these big leaks while people were working from home. You can't have that, especially with something this anticipated. Now, with the game entering the final stages of development, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier reported that Rockstar have urged their development teams to return to the office, citing security concerns about further GTA 6 leaks, which Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick said affected team morale. However, those devs aren't pleased, especially as they fear the crunch that plagued previous releases will return at the end of GTA 6's development. We just messed around in the previous 12 years between releases. Remember, there were 3 fully fledged GTA games that came out on the PS2. And GTA 5 released on the PS3, the 7th generation. There wasn't an official standalone Grand Theft Auto release throughout the entirety of the 8th generation. Good chance that GTA 6 won't even see a landscape with the 9th generation that has its base hardware. That is so wild to think about, but these people are, oh my god, crunch could be really difficult. What do I mean by crunch? Well, that means that you're working higher hours, potentially more days, in order to make sure that the product is finished and ready to go. It used to be something that, people that were passionate about a project would do throughout the entire development of it. But now, just because you hired people that went to game school who don't actually care about putting out a quality game, they just want to have their own pet project pushed to the forefront of development. This is why the industry is at a point where a collapse looks very, very likely. And I think if GTA 6 stumbles or flops or doesn't even live up to expectations, that could end up being the impetus After so many broken promises, what are these? So many. We now fear management may even be paving the way to return for toxic crunch practices. Senior leadership needs to rethink their reckless decision making by asking people to come back to the office. They reached out to a woman. Let's not mince words here. This is obviously what this is. Senior leadership needs reckless decision making and engage their staff to find an arrangement that works for everybody. It looks like they have. Leaks have been getting out. Come back to the office, you lazy bastards. The fact that you've been working from home because of makoof over the past how many years? We're to a fourth year? Oh, they have a nice office for a reason. You go into it. You do this weird thing that 90% of the population also does? Oh, right. Yeah, they punch a time card entitled fruits. As usual, there's been zero consultation with us. Yeah, they're your boss. Sucks to suck. If it was a part of your contract where you come into work, but just because you flaunted the rules and you found a loophole because, oh, I'm scared of the so I need to stay at home and pound away on my keyboard, not paying attention to the fact that very important data that could shape the future of the entertainment industry is just leaking out. Like you watching an old rerun of My Little Pony. On top of having health issues that make permanent return to the office difficult, some workers have noted that Rockstar had previously promised a flexible approach to working from home. Well, if it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. This has also seemingly broken with the urge of a 5-day office working request. Oh my God, heaven forbid you have a full work week. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And this is why, for as many Final Fantasy VII rebirths that are out there that I am super stoked and super happy with so far, I look at the rest of the industry and it's like, this is not the thing that I used to love. There's a reason that there's a big used to in front of all this stuff. It's because the people that are a part of it have ruined something that was great. That's why, hey man, you don't want to show up to your job? Well, guess what? You can join the other 900 people that were over there at PlayStation. All right, formerly at PlayStation. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.